Hey YouTube, Master Anon back here. Got a couple little projects, some updates. Probably I don't think I've posted a video in quite a while. First of all, today I did a little project. It's a little miniature camp shovel. I don't know, I got bored. Been wanting to make one for a while. I was wanting to do a folding shovel, but you know, I wanted to go simple. Got some, I believe it was 6 inch by 18 inch by 16 gauge or 14 gauge. I think it's 16 gauge. I cut it with my nips pretty easily. Basically just made a template. Easiest way to do it is take a piece of paper, strike a line down the middle, fold it on that line, and then take the edge, do whatever angle you want there, and then trace it on the other side, fold it out, tape it to your template, and use carbon paper to transfer it on your metal here, or trace it with a Sharpie or something. If you put masking tape on, like I've got on that side, that was my first draft of it. Didn't really figure that might be a little too big for a camp shovel, but helps it show up better. You know, use a Sharpie or something. There's that. It's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's mild steel, so I mean it's about as sturdy as you can get it. Tempered it a little bit, heat treated it to a certain point. While I was doing that, I had an extra Rockstar can that I bent and dropped some the oil lamp wicks. Threw some of those in. Made some char cloth, and it's actually that stuff right there. That'll take a spark pretty easily. Just happened to be watching Wilderness Outfitters YouTube channel, and I saw Dave on there with some of that stuff, and I was like, oh well, it costs $1 for 3 8-inch strips. Might as well make some. Let's see, where did I put my stove? I made a little alcohol burner out of a couple of aluminum cans, and I think my animals may have knocked it on the floor somewhere. Gotta love them. Anyway, oh, here it is. This guy right here. It ain't pretty, but damn it, it works. I use heat, which it's $1.25 for 12 ounces, so you're looking at like 10 cents an ounce, something like that. But basically all I did is I followed a tutorial, sort of. The aluminum's a little thinner. This is the really thin gauge aluminum, instead of the Bud Light bottles have the thicker, slightly thicker aluminum bottles. But I followed the same basic process. You've got your ports in there. It'll probably hold safely probably 2 to 2.5 ounces of fuel. But I tested it and it boiled. I think I put a cup of water in my canteen cup. It had it at a pretty good simmer for what little bit I put in. I think I probably put in just a little bit, just enough, about maybe 1/8 of an inch up the side. So I mean, about yay there. Not very much, but in the 5 minutes it burned, it got it pretty damn hot. Oh, let's see. Bunch of little projects. Bunch of projects. I'm going to be making a rocket stove, or mini wood burning stove. I don't know. I'm not going to do a rocket stove because that would involve cutting a hole in the side, which I don't need a rocket stove. I've got a forge, perfectly good forge outside, and it's kind of small for a rocket stove, or kind of small for a forge. Can't really do much in there. Maybe harden some nails, tiny itty bitty knife. Speaking of knives, I'll get back to this later. Probably show my process, maybe. I don't know, it's been kind of done to death, so I don't know for sure yet. I'm currently in the process. I bought some O1 steel, 3/16 of an inch thick and 1/4 inch thick, varying from an inch wide to 1.5 inch wide. Going into making knives. Again, this is my first draft of my little bushcraft knife. It was the end piece, so I kind of experimented with it a little bit. It's nice and thick. This is 1/4 inch thick. 1/4 inch thick, O1 tool seal. It's been pre-treated, or heat treated. Holds a pretty good edge. It's got a solid Scandi grind. It's not super sharp right now. Again, this was my first draft. I'll be making more of them, and I'll be making more of this size. This is more of a chopper, heavy duty. I mean, this thing itself probably weighs 3/4 of a pound, maybe almost a pound. 1/4 inch thick, 1.5 inch wide. Instead of cutting the tang out into this shape here, I actually cut it to about there, about that long, and then I forged it out. So I would have a lot less waste material. I could get more blade than tang, because you can always draw the tang out. It's very easy to draw out. And physics dictates if you do half the thickness and then 2 inches long, and then you cut it down to 1/4 of the thickness, it'll be 4 inches long. Really easy way to do it, just like I did with this one. Like the tang on this one was, I think, about that long there, and I drew that out. Took my grinder to it with a flap wheel to get the bevel on there. It is a little crooked on the tip, but again, it's been a minute since I've actually made knives. But it is fairly sharp. It's not, you know, shaving sharp. Still pretty sharp. I wouldn't, you know, mess around with this. But yeah, good steel. I like it. I will be getting to this once the weather warms up. It's supposed to warm up this weekend and be wonderful. I'm hearing 70s, which is crazy. We haven't seen that since like November. That's like, what, 4 months ago? A long time ago. Friggin' ancient history. But anyway, I'll be getting more on this. I don't know that I'll be doing tutorials on this. It will be a flat grind, or a Scandi grind. And it'll have, this will all be the same thickness for stability. And the back will be ground to 90 degrees. This one's a little bit off, but it'll still shoot sparks. Got a cat growing crazy over here. Probably be rehandling, I think this is like a 4-pound axe. Really old one. I got it for like $5 at a flea market. Really nice one. Stop it. Velcro. Cats are crazy for it. Anyway, I'm going to polish this up, get rid of all that crap right there. As you see, all that crap right there. That's just from me beating on it, trying to get the handle off of it. I soaked it in CLR, got all the crap off of it, took a 80 grit flap wheel to it on my drill press, got it a little bit clean. I'll be doing a lot more work on it. This was kind of an experimental project. It's not obviously done yet. This is just a piece of pallet wood. I believe it's oak of some sort. Anyway, still got to finish that. Just shaving it down, probably use my flap wheel on that and get the roughness out of it. But this is just like a 2.5 pound or 2-pound hatchet. It's a little bit off center. You might be able to tell it's a little bit off center as far as it's tilted that way, just a slight, like 5 degrees. Alright, anyway, this one actually has a pretty good edge on it. I found this in a yard of old friends. It was an old, I think it was a Walmart hatchet. Let's see. Can't really read the name on it. It says on the back England, or it did, before I, got my grinder to it. Plan on polishing that up, making it nice and pretty. Same with this. Probably use some pallet wood. I might go to the store and just get an axe handle and sand it and do whatever to it. I'll probably make another shovel. Second draft. I mean, this one has the tendency to bend back whenever you get too much pressure on it. See? So, I mean, like I said, it's mild steel, but I can fix that with, like, I don't know, I can probably just figure out a way to put a bolt through. I don't know. This one, I'll probably have it figured out more. Probably make the upsweep of it. This one's just got a little bit of one. I'll probably heat the next one and do it a little bit more. Pay a little more attention when I'm heat treating it. Make it a little tougher. I mean, other than that, I'm probably going to have more survival videos, more camping type videos coming up. I mean, I know it's been done to death. I know it's just been, everybody and their dog has one done. But most of the time when I see that stuff, it's like, there's not every bit of direction. Most of the stuff is from people that have been doing it for years, so it's just second nature, which, I mean, that's okay. It's not easy to learn from those people. So, like I said, when the weather warms up, I'll probably be going out camping. I've got my, I don't want to call it a bug out bag. It's a camping pack, kind of. I got basically a sling pouch or whatever, but anyway, I'm running out of film, so until next time.